Hey, welcome to Jeff Heggie Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being back with me. Hope things are going great for you. So today I've got a podcast that's being released, the Anyone and Anywhere podcast. I was a guest on that and it's being released today. I was reviewing some of the questions he had asked me and just going through the transcripts. And he asked me a question. He said, if you could give anyone one piece of advice, one success habit, what would that be? And my answer was, don't hit snooze. So what I want to do today is talk about that and tell you where that came from. Back in October of 2019, I actually wrote an article on jeffheggie.com called Alarm Clock Discipline. And I want to share a few quotes and some ideas where that comes from and why I think that's such a powerful strategy and why it's so important. And it comes, first of all, I'm going to quote from a few books. Jeff Olson's book, The Slight Edge. It's a great book. If you've never read it, I'd highly suggest it. But one of the things he says in there over and over that I think is important to think about and keep in mind is he says, the simple things that lead to success are all easy to do, but they're also easy not to do. And I want you to think about that because a lot of the success habits, the things that we can do on a daily basis are very easy to do, but they're also very easy not to do. So I want you to keep that in mind as we go through this. Now there's another book called Extreme Ownership, How U.S. Navy SEALs Lead and Win by Jacko, Willink and Leif, Babin. Another one. It's a great book. If you haven't read it, it's a great one. And I want to read a quote from that book. It says, discipline starts every day when the alarm clock goes off in the morning. The moment the alarm clock goes off is the first test, and it sets the tone for the rest of the day. The test is simple. When the alarm clock goes off, do you get up out of bed or do you lie there in comfort and fall back asleep? They go on to explain that if you have the discipline to get out of bed, you win. You pass the test. If you are mentally weak at that moment and you let the weakness keep you in bed, you fail. Though it seems small, whichever decision you make will translate into more significant and substantial elements of your life. So when you look at that, when your alarm clock goes off in the morning, you have two choices. You can get out of bed, eager and excited to face the day, whether you're tired or not, or you can hit the snooze and continue to sleep. That's why I mentioned the quote from Slight Edge. The simple things that lead to success are all easy to do. It is easy to get out of bed, even if you're tired, but they're also easy not to do. So which one of those is your habit? Which one do you regularly do? So I want you to think about that. And I remember when I first wrote this article back in 2019, it was at a time when I was getting up early to work out, but there were some mornings that I remember I was too tired. I am an early riser, but I'm not early to bed, and I struggle with that. And so there are mornings that I struggle. And at that time, if I was too tired, I would stay in bed. But pretty soon it got to the point that every time that alarm went off, all I thought was easy to do, easy not to do. And that was my motivation to get out. Also, I had forgot about it until I went back and reviewed that post that I wrote. I had also included a link to a video in that post from PGS basketball, and it was called The 5 Ways to Build Mental Toughness. And in there, the number one thing that he was teaching these basketball players, he said, number one, you wake up early and get out of bed. You don't hit the snooze and give in to your feelings. So I want you to think about that. Why would I suggest that never hitting snooze is the number one success habit? Because not only does it allow you to get up and start facing the day, it's a discipline, it's a self-discipline that you're 100% in control of. Is it really going to change the world if you hit snooze and sleep for a few more minutes? Not likely. But have you ever been in a situation when you have the confidence because you know the discipline you have over yourself and that you don't give in to tiredness or anything else? When you have self-discipline, you're more productive, you're more confident, you're more energetic, you believe in yourself and you know the things that you can do. So I've talked about this in our mastermind. I know there's some people in our mastermind that it's a regular habit to hit snooze, and that's just what they do. But I also know one of the people that used to do that, she's getting up early every morning and going and working out with a class now. So I want to challenge you, and I would love to hear feedback on this from those of you that already do get up early, or whether it's early or not, whether you hit the snooze, whether you get up as soon as the alarm clock goes off. I want to hear some of your disciplinary habits, and I want to hear your success stories, your failures, whatever it is. I would love to hear some feedback and get your thoughts on all of this. But also, please go to the Anyone and Anywhere podcast. Listen to that today. I'll be sharing it through all my social networks. So please find it, listen to it, and give me your feedback on that one as well. I'm continuing. I've been really enjoying. Thank you for all the conversations I've had the opportunity to have. Those of you that want to continue to study mindset and see how these strategies that I've been developing can help you, send me a DM. Say you're interested, and we'll set up a free 45-minute strategy session. If you're an entrepreneur, you want to talk about marketing or business strategies, do the same thing. We can go that direction. Now, the other thing, probably by the time you listen to this, I hope I'll have it up and running on my website. But with my High Achievers Mindset Secrets Academy, I developed that originally for entrepreneurs, high achievers, and whatnot. If you're a coach of any athletic team, I've made some tweaks to part of it and developed this where I can do it in a team setting and a team atmosphere, because I know from my experience being a coach, a basketball coach for 20 years, the things that I put together in this High Achievers Mindset Secrets Academy are very, very effective for athletic teams. And if you have an athletic team with a powerful mindset, they're confident and so much stronger. And right now, I think this is more vital than ever. You know, we've gone through so much as a country. We've gone through so much with COVID-19, and especially youth, whether you're junior high, high school, college, these athletes that are on these teams have gone through so much, and so much disappointment, not being able to play, not being able to do this, that. There's so much of a mental struggle right now that you don't know what they're dealing with. And developing a powerful mindset as an individual and as a team is going to help them in a lot more than just your sport. It'll definitely help them to perform better and be better and do more and have more clarity as a team. But these are things that are going to help them along in life too. So if you're a coach or athletic director and you want to talk about this and learn about how I've put this together for a team environment, send me a message, jeff@jeffheggie.com, or DM, whatever you want to do, but get in contact with me. I want to help some of these teams as much as I can, especially with the lockdowns and everything. There's been a lot of mental issues going on with youth especially, and if this can help, I definitely want to have that impact. So thanks. Please do me a favor, just share this with at least one other person. I would appreciate that, and hopefully you're really enjoying these, and we will see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.